Zac, bottom up together is a ride you're going to take at Happy Valley coming up on Wednesday. Interesting runner. He's never been here, but he's got some pretty good form in the book.
He does, and like a few horses, he's just hit a little bit of a plateau, but he's been going quite hard in some of his races, and maybe back to the 1,000 and around the valley is going to suit him. He's got plenty of speed. Those types of horses are generally suited there. Hopefully he's one of them.
You're drawn gate number one. Certainly not a bad place to be for a horse like him. Obviously can keep things pretty simple from there.
Yeah, it'll give him the fence to follow, which is nice. So we'll just let him show his natural speed and work out where that puts him within the field as we go along. But he's always been a sensible horse. I think he should get around there.
Going back to his 1,000-metre wins, and obviously he's won over 1,200 as well at Chartier-Manure. I mean, he won with a bit of ease that day. I mean, if he was to find that sort of form for which he raced around good horses, he might just take a bit of stopping around. Do you think the turning track will certainly suit him that bit better, do you think?
Hopefully he can take a bit more of a breather. He can get on the bit and try and freewheel along a little bit, but you know, being at a new track and a tighter turn, it might have him thinking a little bit more, and he could just come back that peg and give himself some chance. But his form is good enough. He's just got to handle himself.
He's got form around Ruby Lot, who we saw to good effect, of course, on the weekend. I must ask you a bit of news that you've chosen your ride for the mile and packing Hermod. Just sort of coming to that decision, how was that sort of thought out?
Well, he was always right at the sort of top of the list. I was just giving every horse their opportunity, but you know, on ratings he picks himself, and he's done nothing wrong. All his runs have been good. I've been on him, I know him well, and you know, unfortunately he drew a wide gate on the weekend and carried a big weight and had to go back and then made a long run, and it gives the impression that he should run the mile no problem. He's a lovely relaxed horse, so yeah, we'll go with him and hopefully he's the one.
Alexis Badel, off to Happy Valley on Wednesday night. You've got some nice rides. I thought one of them comes up in race 5 in the shape of Super 60s. He's getting better with racing, this horse, isn't he?
Yes, that's correct. The horse is improving, and he started to show some consistency, I would say. Last run was pretty good. He was unfortunate not to win, but he's in good form, I believe.
He was drawn wide that day, obviously overcome it and run a nice race. He's slightly better drawn in 9. Do you think he is a bit better off there, or is it still a little bit tricky, do you think?
Well, he's got natural speed, you know, and that allows him to be where he needs to be. So obviously 9 is a bit better than the outside last time. Hopefully we get him into a nice rhythm, they go quick enough and hit the line strong.
And I guess for this type of horse and this type of race, Alexis, I mean, he's done all the right things so far. I guess a win can't be too far away. He obviously seems to like racing around here, and he's receiving a bit of weight from some of his rivals too. So he looks well placed, doesn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. He's in good form. He should run a good race.
David, race 8 at Happy Valley on Wednesday night. You've got a couple of runners, both of which come into the race in form. SOLEIL Fighter is one of them. We'll get to old Red Majesty in a moment. But SOLEIL Fighter stays on his same mark for a good run last time.
Look, he's a horse that when he gets good barriers, he normally runs very well. And his track work suggests he's holding his form. So I'd expect a bold showing.
Yeah, gate 2, I suppose, gives him sort of easy options from there, doesn't it, Derek?
Yeah, I think if he gets a little bit of cover, he's got a really good sprint. So when he sees too much daylight, he leaves it a bit out there. So I've got a feeling he should get a good run tomorrow.
Obviously that run was on Boxing Day. How's he sort of come through that run, David? Has he been showing you all the right signs that he's still in the same sort of form?
I think the same or better.
He's going to be joined by Red Majesty. Now, he once again ran a super race in his advancing years, showing no signs of slowing down. Back up in grey, but we know he's capable.
Yeah, he is capable, especially off the lightweight. Good barrier. He'll put himself right on the pace, makes his own luck, and he's a hard old nut to get past. And I think if he wins the mile race, it's his 10th Happy Valley mile which is some sort of record which he holds.
Yeah, no, it is incredible. And I guess sort of, I know you're keen on using Ellis at times. He's ridden some really good races, Ariel being one. It claims off him, gate 1, pretty straightforward type of horse. They might just be a match sort of made in heaven, if you will, here.
Yeah, look, he rates them very well on the pace. He'll go forward, make his own luck, and a flyweight and a proven Class 3 performer. Might be a hard horse to get past. He's knocking on the door this season to win again.
Alexis, Spicy Gold is a horse that you've created quite a sort of relationship with. Last time out, just touched off by an in-form horse. You'd be hoping to go one better, I'm sure.
Yeah, last time was a great effort to be honest, and he's a horse that needs some space to really quicken in the straight. So the winner was probably a good horse as well, and yeah, I was pleased with the performance. I thought it was a bit stiff. The horse deserves another win, and he seems to be good enough to win Class 3. So I'm hoping he can win again.
Yeah, the horse you mentioned, Eternal Fortune, of course, who have been raced well. I just wanted to ask you about sort of that style of his, because, like you say, I went back and had a look at his wins when you've ridden him and won on him, and he's that type of horse, isn't he? You bring him to the outside, he gets to use himself, and he's got a really good turn of foot late, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's been difficult in his past runs. You know, he tend to lay on the inside a little bit, stay behind the horses, being shy, and but he's got ability and quality. So now he's getting more mature. He's a bit easier to ride, but yeah, he's got talent. I think he deserves a win.
A quick backup. Do you think he's the type of horse that can cope with running quite quickly again?
Yeah, I mean, I trust the trainer's ability. He knows the horse better than me, and I don't see any issue.